Hello friends, Heather here, and today I'd like to show you a card that I did for one of my art glitter posts this month. It is a Halloween vintagey card, and I really like how it turned out. This month at Art Glitter, we are teaming up with Dreamweaver Stencils, and so I was sent some products from Dreamweaver to use as well as my wonderful glitters from Art Glitter. So let me tell you a little bit about my card. I started out just with an image of the moon from the Graphic Fairy. Karen has lots of freebie images, and it's I believe it's thegraphicfairy.com, so you can check her out. I used many of her images to create my own collage sheets. This came from one of her images too, the Halloween word there. All right, I also have a digital paper, which is back here, and you can't really see it, it's a dark one, but that is actually from Gecko Galz, and it's part of their new paper line out this month, which they're all nice and dark and red for, like, you know, Halloween. All right, to create my background here, the trees look, I use the Dreamweaver stencil called Bare Trees, and it's LJ849 is the number, and this is what it looks like. It's really cool, very nice thin die metal stencil. And I simply just placed it on my card piece here. And then I used Ranger's Vintage Photo and just stenciled it in there. Now, I do have a tutorial on the Art Glitter blog, which you can stop by and see it. And I will leave a link below in the description of that. Now, my next step that I did was I used this wonderful little crow stencil from Dreamweaver, and you can get the stencils from Stencil with Style, and you can get this month a 20% off your purchase using the code SWS20, and you can also get 20% off your glitter purchase if you use the DW20, and I will leave a link giving you that information in the description as well. All right, so I used this stencil, and I used this, here we go, Dreamweaver embossing paste, and it's in a copper color. Let me just open this up if I can, because my hands are a little, here we go. And it's got like a pearlescence to it. It's really pretty. So I really liked it. So I took this, and I used the palette spreader, which is this here. And I pretty much, took some out, and then I spread it on. And then I, wait a couple minutes, and I lifted it up for it to dry. And it was my first time, so it wasn't perfect, but I still love how it turned out. And you'll see how they're all shiny and pretty. And that is actually what they call this FX metallic FX right here, these little tiny containers here. I've got this really awesome glittery super fine powders, and so I used, let's see, what are the colors? Cocoa and Kimono Red and Goldfinch. So let me show you what those look like here real quick. It's like super fine. You can see how fine that is. It's really nice. Let's see if I can get it. There you go. That's the Goldfinch. And like I said, you can get these from Stencil with Style. Here's the Cocoa. Looks like little pieces of coffee. So pretty. And last but not least, we've got the Kimono Red, which is really pretty. It's a great pigment. It's beautiful. Oop, and I'm going to get it all over. And it's super fine. See how it just rubbed right into my skin? Super cool. Okay. Now, what I did is I used the embossing paste first, and then I dumped, to kind of sprinkled on these colors, and I let it dry on top, and then I wiped off the excess. And so it turned out really cool. And I did get a couple little colors on each bird, but I really like it because it reminds me of like fall and the leaves changing colors and everything. Okay, now for my glitters that I used here, I used, on my moon, I used Goldenrod, number 305. And this is a beautiful color. There we go. Very pretty and sparkly. And then for my trees, I used Camel, which is number 300. It's very pretty as well. It's very rich brown. I use a lot. And I have 188 black vinyl, which is what I used for my little dots. And this one is like super fine. So, and this one is an opaque glitter. And actually so is the Camel. And the opaque means that you don't see what's underneath it. Where the transparent glitters, like the Goldenrod, you would see what's underneath it. And I did use my Designer Dries Clear glue. And this is the one that dries clear, like it says. And my ultra fine metal tip here, which helps me make little teeny tiny balls. And it allows me to do really nice line work, which you can see around my Halloween tab there. And that right there is the Camel glitter. And then you see how I use the Camel glitter to outline like the trees. So it makes it really nice and sparkly. And then I have some little black dots there on that Gecko Galz paper with the black glitter. And then when I was finished in my little birds, my crows, they're all nice. Look how pretty they are, shining like that. And dry, I just took a black Sharpie marker and outlined them just to make them pop a little bit more. And I don't know if you can tell, let me turn this sideways, but you can see that they're raised. So it's definitely like an embossing. It's really cool, a raised embossing. All right, I did use some baker's twine from Really Reasonable Ribbon, and this is the brown sugar, and I love it and I use it a lot. And then this big piece of ribbon, which is really hard to see because it's a really dark brown, it's sticking behind my two little tabs here, is actually brown with white polka dots, and I just turned it over and used the brown side. All right, so that is pretty much all there is to my card. I did use the trees stencil, and I just took it and I went around all my edges here with it. And I used the Rangers Vintage Photo, and then I inked my edges with walnut stain. And so there you have it, my card. And like I said, I do have a tutorial on the Art Glitter blog, so you can go and check it out and see the step-by-steps. Oh, and there is one thing I forgot to mention. I used my red sticky tape, which is, you know, sticky on both sides, and it has the red little paper, and you can peel the red paper off once you have it down on your paper. And that is how I adhered my layers together. And then I used the foam tabs from Really Reasonable Ribbon, which elevate my one piece here. You can see how it's elevated, my card, my focal piece in the front from the rest. All right, I hope you enjoyed my video, and you want to check out the Art Glitter blog and the Dreamweaver Stencils blog. And Dreamweavers is also having a month-long challenge where you can link up on Thursdays to win a prize, and it is called Awesome Autumn. So these would be some wonderful stencils for you to get. And actually, these would be even great for spring because the trees would look real pretty, and you could sponge some leaves on them, you know, using a green. So I think I'll do another card using the stencil again here soon, just so you can see what it looks like. Okay, have a great day, and thank you for watching.